To see something that is about as rare as spotting Sasquatch. I had a breakdown with a 340 plus baler. Hey, it happens. Happens, as I just proved, to the best of them. This is a little bit of a wreck, not bad, but we got an issue here with twine fingers. I had one that just broke a stop on a plate and let the twine finger come around. It caused another twine finger to hit and kind of jam things up. So let's have a look. So as you can see, that's what the twine fingers are supposed to look like. Good 90-degree angle, nothing wrong. And this one here, we've got kind of a wreck. It actually bent this knife arm. It got jammed up under this. It bent this knife arm up, so I'm gonna have to bend that back down to even be able to get the knotter back up. Bent the push rod, bent these bolts on both of them, so I'm gonna have to replace those bolts. But what caused it was this plate broke right here. It's supposed to have a stop. If you can see it, it's supposed to have a stop right there to allow that thing to where it kind of comes up. It's not really supposed to hit it real hard. It's just kind of supposed to keep it from spinning around like that, but it spun around. Broke off and spun on around, and so we got a little bit of an issue. So we're gonna get her fixed to keep this kind of stuff on hand. These plates are updated a lot from what they used to be. We used to kind of have those issues a lot, but I have several of these on hand just because you never know if you're gonna have an issue, and it looks like we had an issue. So all right, so after about 15 minutes of battling this son of a gun, we had both these bolts are bent, so I got to replace both of these that hold the twine finger down. This plate's broke here, so I'm going to put a new one there. This one, I'm going to put a new one on. It's got some wear in it, so I'm going to go ahead and put a new one on that one as well. And I can't tell if it shifted this plate. I'm assuming it probably did. So I have really good luck at putting these back in and not even rolling the needles up, but where there's two of them that I'm going to be replacing, I'm going to roll the needles up and check my adjustment on the twine finger when I do that. And I already went down. Luckily, I have good operators, and he didn't just try to fix the strings and keep going, because it broke 3 strings. And anytime you break multiple strings, there's a 99.99999% chance it is a twine finger issue. So I was pulling up, I seen, hey, he's got 3 flags up, so I jumped up here, and sure as shit I spotted this. But luckily, luckily he waited for me, and he didn't try to retie all the strings and take off baling again, because that would have probably ran a needle into one of these twine fingers and bent the shit out of a needle. But so I don't have any needle issues. I already checked my needles. Tucker arms all look good. Nothing interfered with my tucker arms. It's just going to be this plate was the major issue. That's what broke, caused that twine finger to come all the way around and catch this twine finger over here. So, and it bent that knife arm. It actually bent this knife arm. This is what I was battling. I had to literally take one of these out and loosen the other one to spin the knife out of the way to get the knife arm out of the knotter, because it was hanging up on the damn stuck twine finger. So I got to replace both these actuator push rods on these twine fingers, and probably replace the yokes too. They might have a little slop in them. Or replace the bearings in those 2 twine fingers, and get this bad boy up and running again. All right, so we got the 2 new plates in. Let the old ones out. Son of a bitch just broke right there. To keep that little elbow, that's what it's supposed to look like. All right, so smashed the fuck out of my thumb, but about a half an hour and we got this thing rolling. So I put a plate there on. So I did 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. 5 and 6, the little ears were getting bent on those 2, and we rolled up the needles and I adjusted all the twine fingers. This thing didn't even miss it, not one mistie. So we've already put 3 bales in it, and if it was gonna mistie, I would have already done it. But so we're in good shape. So pretty cool. like to see you kids on frickin' Fortnite and shit do something like this. So old Tyler's been bailing all night, no missed ties, no issues. The baler's just bailing tying like a sewing machine again. It's pretty crazy. We have so little issues, and then the issues that we have, we get them, make sure everything's adjusted correctly, and that baler has not missed one string. He's rocking and rolling right there. Boom. But yeah, we're kicking ass. He's probably already bailed 70 bales or so, and no missed ties, and pretty nice that I only have to work on a baler once or twice a year, and it's so minor. We don't have bad breakdowns, so that's nice.